Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome to Tarot by the Pines. I am your lovely virgin host, but not really considering this video. So in this video, I'll be going over all of the things in tarot that have popped my cherry. So if you are interested in seeing what that entails, then stay tuned. So this video is a VR to Casper over at the Boy Diviner, who created the hashtag Tarot First, which is essentially a series of prompts that you go over that you talk about your first tarot, what have you. So I was very excited to see this and I wanted to jump on the bandwagon. There is a couple prompts that I didn't do that Casper had written down, but of course I will put all of the prompts in the description box below, as well as some of the ones that I have put in there. So feel free to use whatever prompts that work with you in your response. So the first one is my first tarot deck. And my first tarot deck is the Wild Unknown Tarot. I bought in 2017, I believe. I just didn't really connect with it. That's what I get for not researching a deck and just buying something that looks like the Blair Witch Project. So the first tarot deck that I actually used, which is the second prompt, is the Everyday Tarot. And this is the second tarot deck that I have purchased. Here are the backs. Um, this is a very modern, simplistic, gorgeous deck. I love the blue, I love the purple, the gold, the white, and this cardstock is that buttery matte cardstock that I could just drool over. It is a mini size deck, but it's not miniature, if that makes any sense. It's just it's a smaller tarot deck, but it's not too many where it's very small. And for the next prompt, the first tarot deck I've used for others, this applies as well. Um, from what I remember, there was a gathering at our apartment, and we had some friends over, and they saw that I was into tarot, and so they wanted to be read. And I used this deck with them, and yeah, this is a great first tarot deck. The next prompt is my first indie tarot deck. And that is going to be the Crystal Unicorn Tarot. This deck is fabulous. It is colorful. It is pastel. It's very Eastery, springy, and of course, it's very unicorny. This cardstock, which I believe the next prompt is the first tarot deck with cardstock I love, and this is it. It does have that buttery matte feel, but compared to the Everyday Tarot that was just mentioned, this is a thicker cardstock. It's very durable, and you can just be rough with it. Even though I'm not rough with my cards, this will definitely hold up. So this was definitely my first indie deck, and I'm more of a mass market type of gal. And for this one, it retailed for, I think, $33 for an indie deck. That is really good. Um, but now that my collection has grown, I do have a couple different indie decks that are a little bit more expensive, but that was my first. So this is awkward. I stopped filming. I thought I finished all the prompts, but the one that I didn't mean to skip over was my first tarot deck with the cardstock that I didn't love. And that has to definitely go to the Golden Girls Tarot. I am a huge fan of Golden Girls. If you know me, you already know that. This deck is beautifully created. It definitely gives the Golden Girls justice. The creator or illustrator did a wonderful job creating the the theme and it fits perfectly. However, this cardstock is just really thin in terms of it's kind of like a papery type of thin cardstock that if you bend it too much, it's going to really stay like that. So thankfully, I have purchased two versions of this deck just in case one gets damaged. But other than the cardstock, this is a great deck if you are a massive Golden Girls fan, as I am. The next four prompts are the ones that I have put in there. The first one is my first themed deck. And I had to put this prompt in there because I definitely wanted to talk about my Grand Dame tarot deck, and that is the Everyday Witch Tarot. This was my first themed deck um, outside of the Halloween Tarot, which I think I got that deck shortly after this one, but this one is very witchy. It has cats, brooms, all types of really um, interesting images that remind me of Harry Potter or even The Wizard of Oz. This deck is my ride or die. It is very fun to read with, and it's perfect to bring out in the fall season. Um, this is just a fantastic deck, and if you are interested in these images, then no doubt that you probably already have this deck. The next prompt is my first tarot deck given to me. And I believe, from what I recall, is going to be the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. This was given to me, I believe, in 2019 for my birthday. This was from my tarot neighbor who no longer lives close to me, but that is totally fine. Oh, here are the backings. It is a very um, twisted and interesting deck that I feel is up my alley. I just do not use it that often. Clearly, as you can see, that all of the cards are in order, but it's a very deep, enchanting, twisted type of tarot deck that has more meaning than the traditional RWS illustrations, obviously. But yeah, this was my first tarot deck that was given to me. The next prompt is the first used tarot deck that I've purchased, and that is the wonderful Light Seers Tarot. I actually have two copies of this deck. So I have, here are the backings. This particular used edition is the one with the crappy cardstock. And then I love this deck so much, I had to buy the I guess the improved cardstock. This deck is very expressive. I love all of the different characters, the people's expressions, emotions. This is definitely a deck that was a surprise when I got it. I didn't think I would like it as much, but it definitely surprised me. It is diverse, it is modern, and it's just a great deck. So I'm very happy that I have two copies of this deck in case one gets damaged. The final prompt that I had put in this tag is first tarot cloth slash bag. And if you know me on this channel or Instagram, you know most of my tarot cloths bags come from Peggy over at Sparks Creations. This was one of my first tarot bags from her. I believe this was my first one for sure, and it has the skull. And yeah, I'm very into skulls, and this is a standard size bag. And the first tarot cloth I got from her was, this is probably not a shocker, the Purple Witch cloth, and on the back it's reversible, which I really love when tarot bags and tarot cloths are either they're reversible or they have images on both sides, which I really dig that. The next prompt is one of Casper's. It is the first tarot deck that made me a friend. For this one, I had to go back in my archive of Instagram posts, and I believe I have this correct. This person, Julie over at Peekaboo Rose, I believe she was the first tarot tuber who has my real address, and she sent me this lovely mermaid tarot deck. And this deck is um, one of those decks that I like to use when I'm feeling a little emotional or I want that watery aspect in a reading, and this one will do it. It has quite a few diverse characters. It has different settings in each of the suits. So the wands would have like that volcano fiery aspect, and the cups would have like that earthy forest type of setting. This deck it's phenomenal. It's a mermaid deck, but it's not that cutesy cookie cutter theme deck. It will get to the point, and the guidebook is really well described, and it is a Llewellyn deck. So all Llewellyn decks, from my experience, have that great full color guidebook, and I really dig the cardstock. All of the prompts are going to be in the description box below, along with the ones that I put in there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Casper, thank you so much for creating this hashtag. I really dig your hashtags, and I'm so excited that you created another one. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Be safe, be well, be kind. And until next time, I will see you for Tarot by the Pines.